Hey everybody, Greg Boyer, Bowjunky Media, bowjunkymedia.com. We are live at the 2020 Vegas shoot here in Las Vegas. Hey, and we are here at the South Pointe Casino, and things are getting started today. Today is Thursday. We about had an accident on the escalator right there, but that's how we roll. But this weekend's coverage is brought to you by Gas Bowstrings. But I wanted to do something that I think a lot of people at home really don't get the opportunity to see, and that is this whole event, this whole arena, the vendors, everything. So we're actually going to do a live walkthrough of the entire Vegas event. Vendors, all the different halls where everybody shoots. As you can tell, right here, the entrance to the shoot is the famous stairs. This is one of the things that here in Vegas has become basically a hallmark or a trademark of this event, because there's an extremely long hallway that where you transition from the casino to the event center itself. And these stairs right here, this year is sponsored by Feather Vision. We have Stephen Hansen on the right, Levi Morgan on the left. We got Paige Pierce on the left, up on top. And then, of course, we have Steve Anderson, the big cat, on the right up there on top. But there's Kendall Bulldog Woody right there. Oh, my Lord, there's Greg Ritz. There's Greg Ritz right there. We're going to be talking to Greg a little bit more.
How are you, Mr. Poole?
I'm doing good, buddy. We look forward to following you this weekend.
Well, hey, this is my first time here. Something's good's going to happen.
That's right. That's Greg Ritz right there, everybody. That's from Hunt Masters. In case you've been watching on hunting television, that's one of the premier hunting shows on TV right there. He is here to compete in the crossbow division. Yes, you heard that right. So we are actually getting TV personalities transitioned into this space. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to go to the top, and I'm actually going to walk you through some of these other halls, and you guys are at home are going to get a chance to see what this entire event looks like. Obviously, you see the event floor, you see some of the booths. We're actually going to walk you through so that you can see everything that someone here in Vegas sees. So let's jump on the escalator right here, and we're going to ride right to the top. How are you? Good. So one of the things that is extremely special about this event, hopefully August doesn't fall over backwards right there, is that this shoot is more than just a shoot. It is a legitimate event. Coming to Vegas, you have the South Pointe, obviously you have casinos, you have the Strip. There's a whole lot more to do here than obviously just the event. So I don't want to fall getting off of here too, so let me get over here like so. So once you come to the top of the escalator, you are now in what's considered the event center portion. We will go by a registration when we get over there, but before we get started, we're going to go down here, and I'm going to start you guys off in halls C and D. And so, keeping in mind, everybody, that this event has over 4,000 archers from all over the country. There's over 50 countries that show up to shoot this event. They do have this little area set up right here. And for those of you wondering, here's what this is for. People from all over the world can come in here, take pictures. This is the Vegas signage you're going to see on most people's social media. They just set this up so folks can take memorable pictures here at the event. Coming on down here. And it's true, folks, we literally take every single room for event in this whole place. So, once we come down here, these halls are generally used for youth, amateur, those type events. But this is hall, if you can go up the stairs if you'd like, if not, whatever. But this is hall C and D. So this hall will have 3, maybe 4 lines a day going in it, probably 3. And it's completely full the entire time. Obviously right now, this is just practice. And so folks will come in here based on target assignment. You can see that we start with bale number 60, 61 over here, and go through 120. So we have basically 60 bales in here. And this will run 3 lines the whole day. They do have one of the cool things about this South Pointe Event Center is there's pretty much concessions everywhere. And for a guy like me, my miles per gallon sucks. So I need to keep fueled up. But this facility has concessions in every hall, and makes it a fantastic, way for archers to be able to stay fueled up, hydrated, etc., as the rounds go. So this is the first room I was going to show you. This is halls C and D. For those of you that listen to my podcast with Bruce Cole, I did ask basically what the capacity is for us archers here in the South Pointe, because see, there you go right there. Folks go behind there. I should walk right through like folks do to us. I'm just kidding. I was going to walk right through there, but I said I won't do that. And so they got massage chairs out here. So if you're here for the archery event, come up here and get some massage therapy. So this is the entrance to hall A and B. Once again, this is kids, youth, amateurs, etc. Shoot here in hall A and B. So in here, we have targets on the left, starting off with 1, going all the way through 60. So I'm no mathematician, but that's 60 bales. Once again, there is a concession stand in this hall as well, so archers don't have to leave to go get any food or drink, and the bathrooms are right outside the door. This is also where the World Cup matches are held. Once I believe it gets to the 16s. But anyway, in this hall is where the World Series of Archery holds some of their final shoot-offs to determine the gold medal, silver medal, bronze medal matches. Each one of these halls has, of course, its own DOJ stand, officials on site, and of course this is just practice right now, but this hall will be absolutely packed starting tomorrow. Whoop. So now we are out in the registration area. This morning, before this thing opened up, obviously, as you can see, we have. Now, I'm not gonna interrupt him right now, but obviously we have Rachel, Brittany, Bruce. Hi, Brittany. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Bruce. So they are extremely busy right now, so we're not going to necessarily interrupt them. But this is registration for the shoot, and as you can see, they have everything labeled, whether it's late registration, like Levi Morgan registering like 10 minutes before things start, and then everybody pre-registered. It is, of course, an amazing computer program, and so the staff you see here literally runs 4,000 people that are shooting this through this every single day. Not every single day, but the first day, I should say. And so from there, we transition, and once again, there's a bar and eatery and whatnot there, bathrooms outside. So this is basically the beginning of the trade show portion, and there is, of course, the events, the other hall where the S3DA event was today. So we're actually going to hit the vendor area first, because as we walk in here, I don't want to walk by there and have everybody freak out that I'm not talking about, because I will be talking about the vendors, but we're going to hit the vendors first. We'll hit the main arena, and then we will go from there and see the Prefert shooting halls, which are actually bigger than A and B. And they're over here, and there's two sides to that. So as we come into the main area here, right off the bat, of course, you have PSE. There's David Cronengold, Lonnie Workman over there with Dave Cousins, and George Technichoff. The vendor area here at this event is it's a lot. There is a lot of vendors here. Obviously, it gets somewhat segregated by which companies get where. This is, of course, the Matthews area. They have shooting targets over there for their folks. One of the things you're going to see here is similar to the ATA. The bigger bow companies will actually have shooting areas by their booths. That's Cabe Johnson right there. He's from Oregon, and his beautiful wife, Tina. She's way better looking than he is. Then coming around the side, one thing about this particular event, because it's Vegas and they have professional rodeo here, there is a bar, restaurant, or AKA saloon, or as August likes to call it, a salon, right in the middle of this. And, you know, obviously it is busy throughout the day. So as we run through the booth area, we're just going to take a quick walk through just to kind of give you an idea. August will pan kind of left and right and show you the aisles that we don't necessarily walk right down the middle of. There's Mikey Slosher. The aisle over there on the left has most of your clothing vendors. And so as we start to come down the aisles here, you're going to start to see a lot of there's Randy with Tack Veins right there. He's a homie from back in the day. And for those of you wondering, the dope fiend junkie that used to feed me all my bee stinger stuff like 10 years ago when I was hitting the road, he's that dealer. He would show up and feed me all those stabilizers and stuff back in the day. I've known Randy for a long time, and he's now out there doing the thing with Tack. So that he has just got that thing up and running. There's Linda Ochoa. She's here selling these positive energy stickers. If you don't have one of those, you better ask somebody. So for those of you that heard my podcast the other day, I did a podcast with Mike Hernandez and the gentleman from Break the Barriers. I posted a picture earlier. What's up, guys? So this is one of the targets that Break the Barriers is using. Now, keep in mind, folks, I'm 5'19". For those of you wondering, that's 5 foot plus 19 inches. This thing is gigantic. That's pretty crazy. I like the fact that it's just got the serviceable core. Break the Barriers did great with that. Now, this one, on the other hand, I'm fine with them modeling that one off of me, although I do leg day, and that guy needs to work on his legs. He's got his triceps on point, though. Now, this bad boy, on the other hand, that's a mean-looking dude right here, I'm telling you. They actually have one that's bigger than both of these. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'll wait for them. It's not ogre. Is that an ogre? Ogre-ish. This is an ogre-ish. That, of course, is the abominable snowman with his little ears and his giant neck. That dude is not buying dress shirts. We'll just put it that way. And this guy doesn't even have a neck, so he doesn't get to wear nothing. But they have one that's actually bigger than this. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'll disclose that at some other point. But Break the Barriers is a great veterans organization. You don't have to be just a vet, of course, but they are holding an amazing 3D event out in Redding, California. In Redding, did I say Redding? Fresno. It's in California. My mistake. It's not Redding. It's Fresno. My bad. That's on me. But what's up, guys? It's not Redding. Thank you for that, because I'd have totally missed it until I got 500 messages. Good call. Mike Hernandez would have been one of them. And so Fresno. It's in Fresno, California, first week in April. And that other target is actually bigger than that. So we're going to just kind of mosey down here. What's up, guys? Good. We're just doing a live feed walk around of the entire event. That wasn't a beer you just heard crack, and he's trying to hide it like it is. That's just a rock star. That's okay. That was a good try, though. No breaks here. I don't blame you. All right, here's True Ball and Excel, of course. BCY. There's a lot of people practicing right now. Like for the most part, during the day, you couldn't even walk through here, which is why we didn't do this, because that would be a total waste of time. So as we peruse, there's the CEO, Tim Hanley, on our right over here at the Elevation booth. So for those of you wondering, yes, Elevation is here as well. Tim already told me he plans on cashing a big fat check here at Vegas this weekend. No pressure. By the way, Tim's mom wishes Tim luck. So there you go. That's how he does it. And so, of course, here's our friends over at Specialty, Michael, Al. We're just doing a walk around of the entire event. So while we're here by this door, I'm going to sneak over here and show you these other So over here, these are called, I don't know why I'm whispering now, but this is the Prefert arenas. And so obviously, as you can see, the bales on the right side are ending at 261. So this is where the S3DA event was on the right. The left side, of course, was still, no, you're good. No, you're good. The one on the left is currently practice. However, for tomorrow, for official scoring, these are going to be loaded to the gills. Right below us here, you see the Budweiser things on the roof there. That is actually the Prefert Pavilion. Basically, it's a rolling bar, and that's pretty cool. I didn't even know they had that thing on top, because usually when I'm coming through here, I'm worried about not falling down the steps. But this is normally all dirt. They have rodeos here. South Pointe holds some of the best world-class rodeos. Pete Shepley from PSE comes through and absolutely is here. Pete said he's here 3 or 4 times a year for the professional calf roping team championships as well. So these events absolutely host a ton of stuff. And on the methodology that I was talking about earlier with Bruce Cole about how many people we can handle, underneath the floor on this side is this again. So we could technically get up to more than 1,000 more shooters in here. So for now, South Pointe's working great for us, but this is just some more of the room to fit shooters here at the South Pointe. Those are the S3DA awards right now. They give out a ton of scholarships. All right, let's head back up in here. We'll finish the booths. So one thing Brittany Solonen has done with the NFAA that's been very, very good is there for a little while, we had a lot of non-archery vendors here. And by non-archery vendors, I don't mean, charitable organizations, stuff like that. Like literally your strip mall, cell phone battery, charger, screen protector people who like jump out into the aisle and like grab your shirt and be like, hey, you need this solar battery pack that doesn't work for $40. And you buy one now, I'll give you 2 more for free. So then you have 3 chargers for $40 that don't work. They're not here this year. So we're absolutely making up some ground there. Got more string manufacturing capabilities. I'm not sure who, yeah. So coming around here, this is the back side of the bar restaurant in the middle of the booths. It has bathrooms on the back as well. So being in an event that hosts as large rodeos as South Pointe does, it makes it very, very good for food, drink, restrooms, stuff like that. So here you don't have to go a long way to go to the facilities. So as we wind our way around, we are getting there. So as you guys can see, there is a lot of booths here at the Vegas event. Martin's booth just arrived, so they got that rigged up. There's Justin from Rogue. Of course, AAE, Nick Fisher, his mom and dad, TJ and Shelly Fisher. We are, this is one of the staple booths at the event, of course. Let's just slide. How are you? We're going to go right around the corner. We're going to make a little loop here because as this booth goes, it's kind of, you know, there's blocks. So rather than go up and down, we'll kind of finish off that block. This is the, well, let's go in here. This is the VIP vendor lounge. Do you want a cookie? Well, if you want a cookie, you're out of luck. They don't have any. However, I'm going to grab me some trail mix, carb load. All right. So as we go this way, August. So, of course, here's the Bowjunky booth. This is where we'll be doing all the interviews and stuff the rest of the week. And in case you're wondering, yes, August needs this many tripods. I don't know why. He'll have them just sitting out here with no cameras on them. I just think he likes it. And here's Kathy. Kathy's over here selling the Bowjunky swag. Hello, Kathy. She's got her posse there in the back. Danielle and Dawn. That's the crew you don't mess with right there. You will get cut. You will get cut. So there's the S3DA booth. This is another shooting area back here. Obviously, Gearheads right here, so they have booths as well. So we're going to loop back around here, and then we're going to go check out the other side of the booths over here, and then we're going to get to go down on the event floor. And the event, there's Forrest Carter right there, my man, Ace Boone Coon. Of course, Forrest, of course, with Carter Enterprises out there doing the thing. I'm not sure if there's booths on this side, August, but we better go check it out. There's Darren Christianberry. He's got 2 good knees now. All right. There's Phil from Shibuya. How you doing, buddy? All right, he's here doing the thing. One of the things you'll notice about Shibuya is they have really been raising their presence at these events. The bar. Step up to the bar, partner, and make it a double. The windows over there are prime seating come shoot off, let me tell you. I mean, it's just practice right now, but folks are in there making sure that they got the. What's Steve Anderson doing? Steve Anderson talking smack.
Which one am I looking at?
You're looking at both.
Here you are. This is the Easton booth. Around the corner, there's more booths.
That's exactly what we're doing right now. We literally started out front. You look fantastic on the steps, by the way.
Yeah, yeah, of course. I do look great. It's 3 o'clock. I'm just now getting to lunch. It isn't so bad. I could probably skip a meal or two, but, you know, we're here. We're in Vegas. We're ready to rumble.
That's it, man. We are actually doing a walkthrough. We started out there. We went to every room, registration. We're doing a walkthrough of the entire event so that the people at home can actually get some sort of scope.
Did you show them Bruce's oil massage room?
No, I did not.
Oh, probably don't.
Jeez. I'm not convinced Bruce actually has one. However, you get the point. So we're going to loop back through here, of course. Obviously, we have Easton is here with, obviously, arrows for days, stabilizers. They got all the swag. As you heard Steve just say, there's a lot of booths here, and this is what this event has worked into. That's a pretty cool sticker, buddy. How are you? Awesome. Good talking to you. So there, of course, is Hoyt. We'll see him again as we come down the other side. Shibuya again. Of course, like I said on the other side, they have really been raising their presence in the domestic market. And by raising presence, obviously they've always been for sale, but out of sight, out of mind really applies to the American market. So Shibuya's been doing a lot more to be seen in our space. And by our space, I'm not talking about like American soil. That didn't sound right. But like the archery tournament space in this country. So don't send any hate mail. Got Feather Vision right here on the right. And now we're going down the final leg of the trade show part. Donnie Thacker with Sweet Spot is here. Well, he's not actually here at the moment, but he's here at the shoot. I believe him and Jesse Broadwater challenged Cam Haynes to a run, so I believe that they're on like a 15-mile run at lunch or something like that. The joke there is Donnie and Jesse actually did challenge each other to a fitness off or something like that. They've lost some weight. They're getting fit together. I don't think either of them can hang with Cam Haynes, so they might be able to beat him up, but they wouldn't be able to catch him. So as we come down once again, here's Hoyt. Hoyt does do a good job. They bring lots of swag to sell. They have the Wall of Fame. Basically what archers do, not on this side, but basically what happens is as archers shoot 300s, they come over and get the stamp, and then certified Hoyt 300 stamp, and then they actually fill up the wall on the other side. I'll show you that in a minute. They do have bow techs for bows over here to actually fit the bow to the given draw length of the archer so people can test drive it properly. PSE does it over there, Matthews does it over there, but in order to properly test drive a bow, it's got to fit you, because if it doesn't fit, then I'm not going to even make an quit joke, because that would be dumb. There's Evan Williams right there running off. And so this side here is the side of the wall where once an archer shoots a 300 here in Vegas with a Hoyt, they come over here and they have that big, it's not that big, of course, it's pretty big, but it's not that big. It says Hoyt Archery Certified Vegas 300, and then they actually stick it or pin it to this wall, and they basically fill up the whole wall. So that's pretty much it for the vendor area. You've seen some of the shooting places, but you've not yet seen where the show happens. Welcome to the show. Of course, there is more food over here, Press Paninis, restaurants down here. This place has more food than you can shake a stick at. But that's pretty much it for the vendor area. Most every vendor who is going to have wares for this comes, because it's a big show. So now we're going to head over here and we're going to check out where the dance happens. So as you can see, the big screen on top runs 24/7 while people are shooting, rolling scores, and that kind of stuff. The speakers and all that pretty much just stay where they are. As you can see across the way, some of the biggest sponsors for the event: Trueball Excel, Shrewd, Matthews, the whole 9 yards, Hoyt, Feather Vision, AAE. They have those seat banners over there, and the reason for that is because when the big show does happen and the cameras are on, those are front and center behind the bales where the archers shoot. So let's head on down here. August, please don't fall unless you have insurance on that camera, in which case let me film you. So we're going to head down here now to the event floor, and we're going to give you an idea what happens down here. And a view of what happens down here. So from down here on the event center floor, now this is where all the championships, for the most part, where all the championship shooters shoot. As you can see to the right, there's the big windows up there in the saloon. Up top, the window you see right below the saloon with the cinch on left and right, that's basically their tech room. That's where all their tech services, IP services, internet, lighting, music. It's where all that kind of stuff takes place. You can see the banners on the seats over there. Also hanging, they have the previous year's champions. So 2019, Sarah Lopez in the championship women. And down there, multiple-time champion, first Lucky Dog winner, Sergio Pagni, 2019. And so a lot of people, and of course this has bales from 121 to 167. So all the lines that run in here are generally your championship lines, recurve, championship open, championship women. I believe the young adult shoot in here as well. But a lot of those folks, in case you're wondering, with all the practice going on in the preferred arenas over there, the A and B hall, the C and D hall, generally speaking, people that want to practice in the as close to their bale that they're going to shoot on tomorrow as possible because of lighting, comfort, lighting. Obviously, footing's not generally an issue in indoors, but what it does is it just allows them to make any minute adjustments. If you shoot at home under absolutely perfect lighting, and you come here to Vegas, the lighting in here is not bad, but your peep in this kind of lighting is going to seem a little bit bigger than it did at home because it's a little bit less light. The light's farther away, and it's just like anything else. If you're shooting outdoors and you go to shoot in the sun, your peep gets real small, appears real small, and then you go to the dark, your peep appears real big. And so most folks are going to want to come here, practice where they actually are. You can see the French connection over here. JP, Sebastian, and the boys over here getting ready. But especially for these guys, it's very, very important to practice where they are actually going to be shooting. Of course, there's Chris White, one of our main homies right there. He looks like he's having a stellar time. They do run a clock, and they do run double lines for practice as well, because you want to get acclimated to not only the entire situation, the target, but you also want to get acclimated to the time required to shoot top and bottom. One thing you'll notice about in here is the bales have a black covering on them. I think that's just I don't know the real reason for that, but if I had to take a guess, which would probably be fairly accurate, I think it's just appearance. This is where most all the filming happens. This is where that kind of stuff happens. So I think it's just I know I've seen them try to put all those covers on. I will pass taking that job because that job sucks. So this is basically how that works. You got Doug Joyce is over there running the clock up on top. And so these archers are going to shoot their last end. I believe that they run practice up until let me see, what time is it right now? It is 3 o'clock. And so I believe that they run practice for several more hours, and then we have some of the other events that will be taking place tonight. Of course, Bowjunky Media will be here to cover those. I do want to remind everybody that this weekend's coverage is brought to you by Gas Bowstrings. Eric Griggs and the crew over there at Gas Bowstrings are doing a fantastic job. August turned around on me. I was just wandering around over there just talking to nobody, and there's there's August turning around filming me. But we'll wait for these folks to go down there and pull. We'll kind of walk out on the floor and let August, turn around so you can actually see what it looks like from the floor. Of course, there's not 7,000 people in the stands, but you will get the idea of basically the view from down on the floor looking back up into the bleachers. And hope everybody's kind of enjoying this. It kind of came to me today. There's Matt Stutzman, the armless archer. He actually shot 120 X's. Watch your footing coming through here, August. It's like a labyrinth. One thing that they did last year is there's no bow stands on the floor, bow racks, I should say, on the floor here in Vegas, just to save on room and so that people back there can actually see a little bit better. But coming down here to the middle, obviously things happen right on the Easton logo. And of course, Easton still has a registered trademark because that's how you do. But if you were to win, there's Sharon Wallace right there. If you were to win the Vegas shoot, you would turn around and that is what you would see, filled with 5,000 to 7,000 people lining the entire thing. They do lower down some of the lights. Obviously, it has all the accuments and marketing and all that stuff on each side. Easy. Don't start something that Matt will have to finish later. What? And so that's basically what the Vegas event is. That is the footprint. If you've not come to the Vegas shoot, put it on your bucket list. Come do this event. It's the Super Bowl for a reason. And if you get a chance to step foot on this floor as a shooter or just come down here as a participant and just kind of, you could come practice here whether you're shooting in this hall or not. But this is what it's all about. And that's it, everybody. That is the 2020 Vegas Master Cribs Tour. We didn't have any wrappers, no gold grills, but we did have some colored braces. And so that makes it pretty cool. But thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Once again, this weekend's coverage was brought to you by Gas Bowstrings. Stay tuned to Bowjunky Media for more ongoing coverage from the 2020 Vegas shoot here at the South Pointe Casino.